Hey, it's Miss Wendy. I'm excited to show you today how I make our homemade Play-Doh. This is actually a recipe that was passed down to me by the grandmother of my children. She used to make it all the time for her grandchildren, and my children would often help her make it, especially the final part, and I'll show you, and it's gonna be really cute and you'll love it. So I usually like to start by putting the water in the pan first. There's 2 cups of water here, so that will go in first. And then I like to add the flour. There's 2 cups of flour. So the main thing to remember is that it's always 2 parts flour and water and then 1 part salt, so that if you're doubling it or if you're trying to half it, you just remember those rules. So 2 parts water and flour, 1 part salt. So here's 1 cup of salt. We're gonna add all this, and it's really easy because you're gonna put all the ingredients straight into the pan. This is the magic ingredient that a lot of people don't use in their Play-Doh. This is what makes it last so long and stay so soft. It's mineral oil. You're gonna add about a tablespoon. You're gonna add a tablespoon of cooking oil. And then here's the fun part, when you get to decide what color it's going to be. I'm going to make this pink today because pink is my favorite color. And go ahead and be pretty liberal with it. This is the neon pink too, so it turns out really nice. And then I always use an essential oil. This is grapefruit, which has the benefit of the joyful feeling, which is fun for kids when they're playing with Play-Doh. We'll mix that all together, and then we're gonna turn this on low heat, and we're gonna do it all at the same time. The thing to remember is that this happens really quickly, so you wanna be ready and have a surface that you're ready to put this on as soon as it's all mixed together in the right consistency, because you're going to begin kneading it pretty quickly once it starts getting lumpy. And it's pretty fun to make Play-Doh. You can't really go wrong with it. If you feel like it's a little dry, you can add more water. If it's a little water, you can just add more flour. Or if you feel like you'd like it to be a little bit softer when you're playing with it, you can add a little bit more mineral oil. I actually forgot one other of the really important ingredients, and that is the cream of tartar. And so that's also about a tablespoon or so. That also helps to keep that really nice consistency. And you'll want to be stirring continually. Okay, so see how it's starting to get kind of lumpy? This is where we want it to be. And you'll know that it's right because you're gonna feel like you're getting in a really good arm workout, because it's gonna get harder and harder to stir. When it gets to a point where you really can't stir it anymore, that's when you're gonna put it straight onto your counter. See, it's just about there. If you can see kind of how lumpy it is, that's kind of how you know. So now I'm just gonna scooch it right over here, and I'm just gonna dump it right onto the countertop and add the rest of this that's kind of stuck in there too. So you'll wanna be really careful at this point. In about 2 or 3 minutes, you can have your kids come and help with the next part. That was the part my kids loved doing with their grandma, was coming in and helping with the final part. So right now we're just continuing to mix all the ingredients together by kneading it together. And it is pretty warm. At this point, I almost don't have feeling in my fingertips from all of the the crafts that I've been doing over the years, so it doesn't bother me too much, but you definitely would not want a child touching it at this point, because it is quite warm. And then the more that I'm touching it, right, a lot of the heat is leaving it as well. So that's really good. It was so cute. I remember coming in always at the end of Grandma Almond making this and seeing my daughter Susie sitting there with her playing with it, and they both had the biggest smiles on their faces. It was so cute. That was always my greatest memories, and Grandma would always say, see, the kids get to help make it. And really they didn't see it that way. They felt like they were getting to play with Play-Doh, so that's all that mattered to them. And so now it's a really great texture, and it feels really good on your hands. The mineral oil is really helpful, and it smells good too. And so I'm gonna roll that into a ball, and this will provide hours and hours of play for kids that they'll love, and they get to be creative. And you can do, there's so many different types of Play-Doh toys out there that kids love and that make it even more fun. Or you can use something from your own cupboard, like a cup or spoons, anything to make it fun. All right, thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.